Very rough area of town. All over the tables in the bar section, before we went into the meeting, there were little tent notices there saying, "Ladies, watch your handbags." That night, I had my coat stolen. It had my car keys in it, and it also had my wallet. My first experience of Toastmasters. As they say, when you slide down the banisters of life, sometimes the splinters are pointing in the wrong direction. So throughout 15 years after that, I stumbled around visiting Toastmasters clubs, wondering which one would be suitable for me. And at some stage I landed here. And I remember coming in as a visitor, absolutely scared to death. And I remember just sitting at the table there and kind of looking at my shoes and wondering, oh my God, I really don't want to stand up in front of audiences. I just want to watch. And then it came to the part at the end of the meeting where they asked the visitors if they'd like to say anything. And I just looked at my shoes and really not. So what I want to do today is just talk to you a little bit about my speaking journey over a period of 15 years. And what reminded me to talk about this was I recently got another one of my Competent Communicator Awards, so another 10 speeches, and this came in the mail. And I asked them to give me, because I'd forgotten how much stuff have I done over the last 15 years, and I asked them to give me a list. And what I want to do is just go through the list, and then I want to identify some of the defining points. So back in June 2000, I got my first Competent Communicator Award. Then, June of 2001, I got my Competent Leadership Award. So about a year later, I got my Advanced Toastmaster Bronze that same year. And then, June 2002, I got another Competent Communicator Award. But there's a very defining moment here in June 2002, because I had started off as a really scared speaker, and now I was having fun. I was actually looking forward, putting my hand up, oh, you need a speaker, yeah, I can do it. And that was a beautiful threshold to cross, and many of the people in this room have crossed it, and some are still waiting, like, okay, can the anxiety level just go down another little bit? So June 2002, I'm having a bunch of fun. And where did that lead me to? Well, let's go to, I got my Advanced Toastmaster Silver in January of 2004. But then in August of 2004, I'm standing in front of 2,000 people at the World Championship of Public Speaking Finals, where I'm in the top 10 out of 20,000 contestants. I'm still scared to death. It's just way too, you go from 200 people to 2,000, it's like, okay, that was too soon. That's too big a gap. I need a lot more steps. Someday I'm going to go back and do that and have a lot more fun. But that was incredible, going from 2002 having fun, then going to the World Championship. Huge steps, great journey. Let's go on now. I got another Competent Communicator in February of 2007. So I'm basically lining myself just about every year. I want to get something, some award, some distinguished points for the clubs that I was a member of. I got another one in March of 2008, and that's another defining point in my speaking career as well, is that I decided to basically set up a professional speaking business where I was going to focus on communication strategies for engineers and other technical people. Basically show them how to be successful, how to wind stories around their technical information, how to engage their audience and get them to remember and understand what you were telling them. So that was another really big defining moment from me. Then, going to 2008 in May, I got my Advanced Communicator Gold. So I'm getting closer to the final one, which is the Distinguished Toastmaster. And the defining moment was when I started writing books. So I've now published 2 books, one on communication strategies and one on presentation skills. And I've got another one on the way that's going to be Re-Engineer Your Career, How to End Up in the Best Workplace. So another great line in the sand there. And then now we're on to today, where I got my next Competent Communicator. I'm standing up here and I'm doing my Icebreaker speech and looking forward to another 9 speeches. So what I'd like you to think about is, where's your Toastmaster journey going to take you? It can get you noticed, it can help you get promoted. It's not just standing in front of Toastmaster members and driving down your anxiety. It's a matter of getting noticed in the business world. There's not too many people out there that are exceptional presenters, and there's nothing difficult about this. It's just applying the time and the little nuggets, understanding what gives you the edge, what will bring you up there and get you there. So to finish off my presentation, I'm going to bring you to 2004, and I'm scared to death. It's at the World Championship of Public Speaking. I'm standing over at the side, getting ready. It's nearly my turn to speak. And I am just ready. They've just called my name. They've mentioned my speech. They've said my speech title. And I'm just getting ready to step on the stage, and somebody grabs my shoulder and says, Dave, check your fly. And that's what Toastmasters is all about. That is attention to detail. They want every single person to be successful, and they had assigned somebody to make sure that there would be no wardrobe malfunctions. Nothing worse than winning a speech competition with everybody knowing that you've got your lucky leprechaun underwear underneath. Contest or